Hey everybody, it's Jason. Have I got a story for you guys? So, earthquakes happened last night. Crazy earthquakes, right? At first I thought I was having some kind of medical condition, and it turned out the earth was having a medical condition, and I was feeling the effects of that. Kind of cool, kind of scary. We're used to earthquakes in California, but it was weird still. And so, of course, because I'm on vacation, rather than just going to bed, I decided to stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning researching stuff. Like, what is an earthquake and what happens when an earthquake happens? And where was this earthquake at? And where were all of these earthquakes at? Hawthorne, Nevada. Interesting place. So, here starts my tale of intrigue and controversy. The little town of Hawthorne is home to a naval base and munitions storage, which means they store guns and ammo and junk. And if you look at the Google Maps of Hawthorne, you can actually see all of these bunkers, and there's a lot of them. Kind of weird. Never knew that was there. Well, in searching Hawthorne and searching out like what the base was there and what's the base even called and what do they do there, I ran across some conspiracy theories in my earthquake research, which I don't know if that's normal or not, but it's normal for me. Sure enough, there's a guy that said that there's this place off the coast of Malibu underwater that is a big door for submarines, that they can go in and go through a big long channel and make their way up to Hawthorne and the lake north of Hawthorne. Makes total sense. And at first I thought, if you look at the thing on the map, it's like, okay, that looks kind of crazy. Something's going on there. But then you look at the elevation of Hawthorne and you realize that if there was a big giant tube, that lake would have drained out a long time ago. So that ended that research vein. And so I was poking around at the epicenters of all those earthquakes, and they're all pretty close together, kind of like eerily close together. And I was like, what is out there? What's in that area? So I was poking around on Google Maps and found that there's a dormant volcano called Aurora Crater. And I don't know when it was active or like if it was ever active while people were here or not, but it is there, and there are earthquakes happening right next to it, which is kind of crazy and scary. Well, you continue looking, and at the base of that crater, there's this series of structures and like some water containment, and it's a mine. Esmeralda Mine is just below the crater there, south of it, and it's a gold mine. A literal gold mine, one of the most profitable mines on the West Coast for many, many years. And it was sold in 2008 for $2 million. And they tried to get gold out of it and couldn't. And they just sold it in July of this year for $80 million, which is a lot more money than you would expect to pay for a mine that's not making no gold. The proximity of the earthquakes to this crater and also a gold mine that is being actively mined with drills and digging things, maybe even explosives. I don't know, is there something going on there? So within a matter of a couple hours, I went from earthquake scientist to conspiracy theorist. That's where I'm at right now. I have no idea if they're related, but I would not be surprised to find out that there was some things going on up at that mine, or maybe with that volcano, maybe even with Lex Luthor. So let's hope Superman gets there in time and closes that gap. I don't sound crazy. Do I sound crazy? I'm gonna make a video, tell the world about what's going on up in here.